Hi, hello, welcome and happy Sunday. Sorry. I hope you had a great week. And if you're watching this on replay, please don't forget to do the hashtag replay. Let me know how you're doing, how your week was, and answer all the questions that I will most likely be asking during this live. So, yeah, hi, Michelle. Hey, honey, how are you? Dawn, hi, hon, how are you? I'm going to turn on my ring light because it's kind of dark in here today. Yeah, my voice is weird. Um, I don't know why. It's just, and I have certain sounds that I can't say or do or whatever. And I've been drinking tea because in about 3 hours, I am going to be what did we call it the other day? Auctionist again for Anthony's D-Stash, the second part. So yeah, I need my voice, okay? I need my voice. It is a lot better than it was. Waking up, it was like, yeah, my voice was weird and squeaky, but hey, it sounded fun. Tea helped. A lot of tea helped. Is this only my second? No. I can't remember. Dawn. I'm going over to the hospital at 2:30 to visit my mother-in-law, so I'll hang out until then. How's she doing? How's she doing? When is she going to that rehab? Miriam, hi, hon. How are you? Yeah, when is she going to the rehab center? Cheers. Miriam, I'm good, except for a squeaky voice. David was like, "You talk too much on Anthony's live." I was like, "No, because usually I do 8 hours. I mean, I do 8 hour lives, and this doesn't happen. So no, it has nothing to do with the live. It's just weird." Anthony, hey, how are you doing, hon? Miriam, oh no, is it a cold? No, because I'm fine other than my voice. So it shouldn't be a cold. I'm just squeaky. Melissa, hi honey, how are you? And mother-in-law is doing well. Tomorrow, so he rehab. Glad to hear that, Dawn. Glad to hear that. Yeah, I'm just waiting for Anthony to send me the link for tonight so that I can actually go in. People are saying hi to Anthony and Miriam and Melissa. Okay, we need to start out with the Sam. Hi, hon. You were here on time. Whoopie-doo. Oh no, you're sick, Anthony. I'm so sorry. Well, that means I'm gonna have to speak a whole lot more, and people are getting to hear this kind of voice. Miriam is squeaky too, high pitched voice. I sound like a kid on the phone. Oh, the funny thing is for me, my voice just gives out. You know, I try to say some sound, some noises, and my voice just disappears. And I'm like, Sam, oh, Anthony, hopefully it doesn't last as long as mine. Oh, no, that would be bad. 15, 16 days by now, right? Yeah, that would be bad. I don't have time for that. I do not have time for that. And at least it's just my voice. Hey, Matnat, how are you? How are you doing, love? You're just waking up. You're sleeping in today. Sam, is tonight Anthony one for his D-stash? Yes, it's the second part of his D-stash tonight. So, 31 kits, I think. Yeah. So, yeah. Buddy saying hi. Yeah. A lot of tea. Anthony, have you had a lot of tea? What time will it be starting? That'll be 9 p.m. your time, Miriam. 10 mine. 4 Eastern. No. Yeah, 3 Central and 2 Mountain, 1 Pacific, and 12 Alaska time. Cheers. Yes. Sam, go Anthony, make that money. He did good. He did good. Friday, there was only 3 out of 30 that didn't sell. So that was very good. One of them was a Hannah Lynn. But we kind of decided that maybe Anthony's crowd wasn't, drawn to the Hannah Lynn's. It was so funny. He and Von Kaiser, they have so many of these diamond paintings in common. So she would be in chat saying, "Oh, this one will be so beautiful when it's finished." And yeah, it's kind of funny. Oh, just at dinner. Oh, Sam, I am too broke or would buy the henna. I've never did one. Yeah. I mean, they're cute and all. I'm just not into the big-eyed girls. Miriam, I started feeling the itch to get a Josephine wall. I don't know why. I don't have the money or space, and I haven't even started my muka, but the itch is there. You haven't started your muka yet? Girl, get a move on. And Josephine Wall doesn't go anywhere. She's with several diamond painting companies, okay? She isn't going anywhere. She will be there. And yeah. So, and most of those Josephine Wall ones are high counts. Sam is almost done with the third row of her muka. Yay! I have just started, well, not just, I have a half a square done on my second row. And usually I'd be working on it tonight. And I will work on it in Angel's Live, and then I won't have time in Anthony's because I'll be the auctioneer. I'm the one chatting all the time. And I have over here, because Anthony has little gifties for everybody. So there is 61 numbers, there is 31 left. And these are the numbers that I have to say, either the ones you can't choose or the ones you can choose. So yeah, these are the numbers that's left. So 30, no, not 30. How many numbers do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 34, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. There's 34. That's because we didn't sell 3 of them. That makes sense. Hey, Miriam. Well done, Sam. I need to get a move on. Yes, you do, Miriam. Sam, I would have been farther along but playing Animal Crossing. What happened to my phone anyway? Oh, it's in the kitchen. Anywho, I am playing Whiteout Survival. takes way too much of my time. So it's a good thing that it's not here because I end up just doing all the things that I need to do, and I'm like, woman, you need to be diamond painting. And we won't have Leanne in here today because Leanne is out having lunch with her dad. I have never played Animal Crossing. I don't have any of those fancy um, PlayStation whatever thingies. We used to have a Wii, but we gave that away. I have my computer and my phone. That's it for the gaming thingies. So, yeah, I'm not a big gamer. And even the games that I have on my phone. Oh, you have a Switch you got for your plane? Isn't it a bit early if it's for the plane that you're using it? Um, even the games that I play on my phone, eventually I'll be like, okay, I'm done, and then I'll delete it, and I might find something else. Or not, or not. Gosh darn it! Yeah, that's how it works. Oh, see, I wanted to ask you all a question, and then people came in, and I forgot. Miriam wants to know how the prep for the big move is going, Sam. Hope it's going well. Have you started selling everything? Ooh, Sam got snow today, so she's making chili in the crock pot. Yummy. Adi, hey, hon, how are you? So, what I wanted to know is you started selling. Okay, Sam. How many of you bought anything from the big Christmas uh, thingy yesterday on Diamond Art Club? Did you get anything? Some people are saying hi to Audie, Sam, Miriam. It's a long road. Miriam is still on an no-buy. Sam, too much AI. I didn't notice. I didn't get anything. I'm on my no-buy. But, I saw the new um, picture that Diamond Art Club put up on their webpage with Cinderella and Prince Charming. Oh, if that one's a square, I have to have it for Rosa. Seriously, I have to have it for Rosa. Might not be right back. Need to go. Oh, clean the guinea pig cage. Miriam, I can imagine, Sam. Good luck with it. Adi says hi to Miriam and Matnat. Christopher Kulasa. It's a square, it says on the canvas. Since when does it say if it's a square or a round on the canvas? None of mine says what it is. Huh, never noticed that. S. Artemis, nope. Gotta get my Femkit face and washi tape. Really? Where? Where does it say that? I can't see that. By the canvas coat? Oh, do you mean DAC 6647S? Huh. Christopher Colassa, I learned something new. Thank you. Well, then it's the square, and I have to have it for Rosa. Then my next question is, what is the 1-1? That is my next question. I never noticed that, Christopher. Thank you. Oh, I love tea. Um, one, what, what? What? Huh? Don never knew that either. Ha! So it's not just me. Then I don't feel so stupid. I never noticed that. I was just about to look at this one, but I'm like, no, that's not a Diamond Art Club. But okay. Uh, I don't have a round, so I can't see it. But let's look. It should be. No, it's not on the box. Oh, yes. See, DAC 7986S DTC. Um, that on the box or on the SKU number, it tells you whether or not it's a round or a square. You see that DAC, it has the S here, and if it's a round, it's an R. I had no idea. So I learned something new. It's a good day. Today's a good day. I learned something new. No, me neither, Sam. Christopher is a smart cookie, right? I think it's amazing. I had no idea. Right, Melissa? So whenever they're putting up pictures of all the Disney ones, you just have to zoom in and check that number and you'd know if it's a round or square. I'm like, yay. I was really, like, please be a square, please be a square. Because otherwise, Rosa could never see it. But yeah, um, not that I mean, she doesn't really ever see any of my diamond painting things. But I think the Disney one she would love. Miriam, will you ever come back to the round side? Back? I only ever did 3 rounds, I think. And I haven't done anything since. And that was way in the beginning. Then I discovered square diamond paintings, and that's where I've been ever since. I stick to what I love. Even though people say, oh, you have to try a round from Diamond Art Club and yada yada. And well, now I guess people will say that it'll be better since they changed up the grid again with the round one. So there aren't that much gapping, which has been my issue with the rounds is the gapping. I hate gapping. And I have the hardest time in the world placing those damn round ones. So Sam will do either, but now find rounds boring. So it has to be something with not a lot of color blocking. Yeah. See, if I would ever do a round, even though I wouldn't do it because of the color blocking, that dog version of Love is a Four-Legged Word, that one is so cute. I love all the detailing and whatnot. Miriam do either too, but the first square I tried was such a bad kid. I need to recover. Yeah. Adi is good with either, but partial to square. Yeah. I mean, I have so much amazing artwork already that's square, and it's not that often I'm like, oh, that I really have something that I feel like I'm missing out if it's around. So, I mean, yeah, it's okay. As long as I have a lot of square kits that I like and can get, I'm fine. Yeah. Hmm. Uh, Sam, sometimes I wish they did both round and square for each piece. They did for a while, Sam. For instance, Selfless Sacrifice, that one was released in both round and square. Um, and also The Doctor, and what was the other one? This police one that came out at the same time. Those came out in both round and square. But they found out that most people would get the square ones. So they dropped it again because um, it took a toll on the warehouse and they had a hard time selling the round ones. So, yeah. So they did. Oh, I think they did it for, I don't know, maybe a few months. And then they dropped it again. Matt, hey, hon, how are you? So, yeah. It wasn't a success, so they ditched it again. It was interesting because there were so many people, in this thing like, oh, there isn't enough rounds and la 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 and everything. And then when they had the chance, they bought the square ones, or they didn't buy the artwork. And I'm like, why? You had the chance to choose between round or square, and you didn't jump on it. I don't know. I'm glad I got that one, and I'm glad in square. So pretty. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. It's kind of interesting. I was looking in my logbook and I was like, why did I finish so many this year? I mean, I think I'm at 12 this year. And then I was like, oh, yeah, I mostly did smaller ones. I mostly did smaller ones this year. That makes sense. So, yeah. I mean, the biggest one that I did was in January. That was the Wizard Spell. Miriam paint speed painter. No, 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 no. I just did little ones. I mean, this one isn't that big either. If you look at most of my stash, they are, I don't know, at least 60 by 80. Most of them are 70 by 90 or bigger. Uh, RDP right back. Gotta go stalk your Diamond Painting Brothers page for someone. Oh, Anthony's? Okay. My baby brother. I feel sorry for you, Anthony, that you're sick. That is no fun. So people will have to deal with all my chit chatting today with my squeaky voice. That's gotta be a lot of fun. But that live gave me a few new followers. So yay, thank you. Miriam, my current one is 90 by 61 and I want to finish it before I start the Muka. Yeah. I mean, sit down, work on it, and sometimes when you do, I mean, this is ridiculous. Okay, it is absolutely ridiculous. But sometimes if you do smaller sections, it feels like you're working faster. It's completely ridiculous. Um, But I did that at one. I can't remember which one. And I did my smaller sections, and it actually felt like that I finished the square faster. It was the same height. My squares were the same height as every square, but I just cut it in half. I don't know. Miriam, that's true. Like you feel you're getting through more, I guess. Yes. Melissa's been sick too. Oh no. And her voice is finally coming back. Dawn, what time does Anthony's auction start? It starts in 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours, which is 4 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, I'm trying to math here. And me and math isn't really mathing. That's the brain thing. You know, the brain can't always brain. But yeah, did you send me the link, Anthony, if you're still in here? Otherwise, it's going to be interesting. Nope. No link yet. Okay. Thank you, Artemis, for putting in the link for the live. I need the link for the StreamYard so I can get in there, you know. Otherwise, I'll have a hard time. But yes, Anthony's auction, 2.5 hours. And if you want to hear me speak, talk, and present all the diamond paintings and whatnot, be there. You should be home by then. Okay, Dawn. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun. I guess you're leaving in a minute, Dawn, to go to your mother in law. Please say hi to her from me and wish her a speedy recovery. I've been thinking about her. Just say it's your silly Danish friends sending greetings from around the world. Oh, um, the other day I was watching Leanne unbox one of those suction pens from Art Dot. Matnat is back. The guinea pig cage is all clean. She's one happy guinea pig. She got lots of cuddles and treats. Ooh. Well, then that is a happy little piggy. So, anywho, I saw Leanne unbox that Art Dot suction pen. And I was like, oh, look at that. This isn't just that thin, the old diamond painting pens. Oh, please do, Dawn. So I was like, oh, that's cool. Let me go check it out. And then I was looking at it, and I have a loose twill over here. And I went to the German Amazon to look, and they have some other brands and whatnot. And one of them have, I think it's a two placer that comes with it. So I'm like, oh, that's fun. So I got that one. That one's on the way. And then, since I was already paying shipping, which is crazy, I got the pink and the purple one of these too. Mutnut, Art reached out to me to try that pen. I declined. I don't like them back pens at all. I'm a putty and wax girl. Yeah, me too. But I know I used my YouTube money so that I have something to show, and I can use it for my ABs because sometimes my ABs are butt in the ass, butt in the pain in the butt. So yeah, Artemis is done pimping Anthony. What were you pimping? Who were you selling to, Adi? So yeah, I do prefer my putty and glue dots and wax and whatnot. Um, but I mean, I wanted to try it, and I wanted to show a different one than everybody else. Mudnut uses Tracy's diamond painting world lily pads for ABs. I mean, take um, a piece of fabric or a cloth or something, some paper, make it wet. It's the same. Oh, you're giving people his links? Yay, Artemis. Yay. Uh, Miriam, that's what I just heard. My bad. What did you hear? What? Huh? But yeah, that should be here depending on Amazon and the Danish Postal Service. Maybe this week or next week. You never know. And then yesterday in Adam's the Asian event prize draw for October. I didn't win anything, by the way. Um, but Sam and Christopher won. And Melissa, you need to tell Yanya that she won. She won. She needs to go in there and send them an email. Uh, yes, you won, Christopher. I can't remember what you won, but you won. You did win, Sam. You did win. You win all the time. You're one lucky goose. Oh, yeah. So we were talking and whatnot, and Cindy Bennett talked about sorry, a coloring book that she had with swearing cats. And I'm like, excuse me. And I had to go to Amazon. Christopher linked a one of the coloring books. So I went on Amazon after the live. Um, and I ended up getting a coloring book, some crayon thingies, pencils, yeah, some pencils, and Hot Dot makes putty too. And I was like, oh, I have to try that. So my emotional support American has a package on the way. Sam, no, I've only won 3 times out of 11. Matnat wins every month. She does, Sam. Anthony sent me the link. Thank you. I saw. I'm running to get some soup and some more medicine. Good idea. Good idea, Anthony. I hope you feel better before the live. Yes, please do, Melissa. Tell her. Hey, Tiffany. How are you doing, love? I hope you're all having a good Saturday. Sunday. Adam has told me you were live. Yay. Thank you for being here, Tiffany. Adam is, oh, Lord, don't be sick. It sucks, right? I hate being sick. Thank God it's just my voice. Everything else is fine. I mean, it would be nice if it was Saturday, Tiffany, because, hey, then that will be one more day of weekend. Matt, no luck for me. I better go check one. One of you didn't steal my horseshoe. I've won twice, okay, in the entire year. And I've been in it every month. Why is my voice being worse? Oh, Tiffany, you're sleep deprived. I'm sorry. I've been sleep deprived the last 5 years, I think. Mm, people are saying hi. Well, Mutnut is saying hi to everybody. You're pimping me too. Thank you. Thank you, Adi. Was that in the Facebook group, crosscraft thing? Oh, Adam is kind of like video game time before bed. Nice. What are you gaming before you're leaving me? Adam is, nah, just, hey, go do this. Am I not supposed to have some thingies in here somewhere? No. Where are they? Uh, Maybe I need to go to the kitchen. 99, 99 nights in the forest with little bestie. Nice. Who's winning? She is, I guess. You promised you usually have quiet time an hour before bed. You know what? That's a good idea because that helps the brain wind down. So that is a really good idea. I wish I was better at it. I really do. Hang on a second, guys. I'm going to need to get my cough drops. Entertain each other for 30 seconds. Ta-da! They're not really cough drops. Lily, hey, hon, how are you? Christopher Colossa, tell me the time. I'll change that for you. Change what? Huh? How are you doing, honey, Lily? Those are mental whatever thingy. Adam is, hey, bestie. Lily is saying hi. Oh, that helped. I was like, oh, no, do not get worse. I need to speak in a few hours. I still have like an hour and a half here, and I need to be able to speak in Anthony's lives as well. So please don't go. Do not quit on me now. I don't have time for that. That would be bad. Then we might have to postpone Anthony's D-stash if I lost my voice completely and he's sick. Miriam, oh, maybe some honey could help. I don't like honey. That's why I do these. I have, in this one, I have Earl Grey and these. Christopher, well, you don't have to be here. No, I want to be here, Christopher. You know what? My Sundays are weird if I'm not live. Lily, there's a song. Please don't go. Don't go. I know that one, Lee. Yeah, don't go. You know what, Lily? I'm an ADHD too. Every time I say something or anybody says something, it turns into a song in my head. Sometimes I have to, really try not to sing them out loud. It's an issue in my lives, especially my 8 hours when I have people joining me. Sometimes I'm like, nope, you're not supposed to sing. But I do that a lot, especially when I'm alone, or if I watch something or listen to something and I'm like, oh, that reminds me of that song. Oh, it would be funny. I think I've done it a few times in my 8 hour. Very original, yeah. I'm pretty sure I've done it at least 5 times in one of my lives or in my lives. That's always fun. I can imagine people going, excuse me. But then again, people really should expect the unexpected from me, right? I mean, you should by now. That's what That's what I do. That's who I am. Expect the unexpected. That's what I said on Anthony's live the other day. So if you ever want to join the craziness that is me, come to my channel. You never know what's going to happen. But yeah. Oh, I have to run something by you. So I was thinking, I know. It didn't hurt and it didn't last very long, okay? Okay. So I was thinking, would any of you be interested in um, making making a video with David where he gives his take on what it's like to live to be the caregiver for a person with a chronic illness, chronic disease. Would that be something, or is that just non interesting? I mean, someone did tell me that this isn't just my channel anymore. I don't know. Apparently, David is taking over my channel. I didn't know this, but apparently, people expect him in my 8-hour lives, and they love when he's in my videos. So I'm like, okay, it is now officially not my channel anymore. But listen, if he's up for it, I mean, you have to be interested in the video. I don't know. I mean, we'll look into it. Oh, speaking of, I still have to sign up for the Christmas premiere. Dawn is saying hi to Lily. I thought you left, Dawn. Or are you listening while going there? But yeah. ADHD is funny, Lily. It's never boring. The same with autism. Next week, well, see, I still have time. I just need to go and do it. It isn't that hard anyway. I just need to fill it out. I just remember, it's like, oh, I kind of have an idea of what I'm going to do. I want to do a Christmas story somehow, Christmas fairy tale or something. Christopher, I think it's a great idea. Any way to spread content is good to me. Thank you. Oh, not until 2:30. I thought you said 1:30. My God. Okay. Lily, I think the video deadline is next week. Now the video deadline will be somewhere, in December. Christopher, oh, I didn't know the deadline. I didn't sign up yet either. I was procrastinating as long as possible, right? I was like, oh, let's see. But I want to do them because they're so funny. Miriam, the deadline is for content creators to be part of something called Christmas premieres, where a bunch of creators go live right after each other. There will be a playlist for almost 3 whole days, the 24th until the 26th at some time, for people that doesn't have anywhere to go in the Christmas days, or just have time off and where they're not seeing family or something. They can go and then click on the playlist and be entertained until they don't want to anymore. Or they can go just watch the creators that they want to. Really? Okay. I didn't know that. But then again, I hadn't, like Chris, I procrastinated. Um, Christopher, thanks. I'll look into it. I only have a small part of what I want to do. What to fill the rest up with. That's a good idea, Chris. That's you have to figure that out. It really is nice, Miriam. It is, and it's fun. And then it's not lives, it's premieres. So they're in that playlist. And the thing is that if possible, they would like for the creator to be in the comments while their premiere is live. To chat and answer questions or whatever. Um, yeah, to just be there. And sometimes it's like, oh, I can't be there. The first year was like, I'd forgotten that I don't know, yes, I kind of forgot that I was supposed to have the entire house full of guests at the time where my premiere was on. So um, I had to ask some of the other creators, like, I'm so sorry, but does any of you have, the possibility of being there in my slot, talking to people because I forgot that I was having guests over. Because they will ask if you have any preferred time slots. I usually take um, the very early mornings in the US, which would be midday here, because that makes sense. Lily, this will be my third year watching. I love it. You learn new creators too. It does. You really do. And apparently, there's a bunch of new ones this year too. Um, so yeah. And it's always fun to try to figure out what to do. Some people do kind of, where they invite people and make a video um, where they play games or talk about Christmas. People talk about their childhood Christmases, traditions, go show off the Christmas lights in their towns. Some just do women chats. So yeah, there's endless possibilities. Lily, how was the auction yesterday? Are you talking about Anthony's? That was Friday, and then a little later today. It was fun. It was very fun. Anthony got 27 out of 30 kits sold Friday, and today there is 31, and he will show the 3 that didn't sell because maybe there's a different crowd today. One of them is a Hannah Lynn. I can't remember the name of it. What's the name of that Hannah Lynn? Christine. Yeah. I thought that one would have been sold in a second, but no. Apparently, Anthony's crowd isn't into Hannah Lynn's. So if it doesn't sell, we will take it to a D-stash. Well, see, I kind of feel like it's my D-stash too. It's Anthony's canvases, but it's also my D-stash because I'm the auctioneer. I'm the chatty one. But yeah, it was fun. There was a lot of people, and I tried to keep us on track. Okay, We have this many kids. Anthony has a dinner date at the end of this, so we have 3 hours, people. Let's yes, Lily, it's the DAC handling. So yeah. And it was in a mystery. So probably one of those that only came. I don't know. I have to be honest and say I don't know which ones. If that was this one was only um, in a mystery box, or if it was one of those. Oh look, we have this in our warehouse. There you go. Eve, hey hon, how are you? How's Kathy doing today? Eve missed first part of the D Stars. Definitely going to be there for this one. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Uh, yeah, it's fun. It's fun. People are saying hi to Eve. I told people earlier that I have a package on the way for my emotional support American. Sam doesn't know what that one looks like. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. No. Okay. How about you? No, not YouTube. Um, okay, let's see. Let's see. Eve, Kathy's not feeling good. She had her COVID and flu vaccine. I did too, but I had no side effects. Yeah, you just told us that yesterday, Eve. I'm so sorry, Kathy, you're not feeling well. Christopher P.S. was watching, and I'm a huge handle in person, but that one wasn't for me. Yeah, I hope she feels better too, Lily. Okay. Share screen. There you go. Here. That's Christine. So yeah. I don't know. The colors are beautiful and whatnot. It's just, I mean, Hannah Lynn is my style, but she's cute. So yeah, that's the Christine. I don't know. Was that a we have a lot of them in stock, or was it maybe a this one is only in this mystery? I don't know. Okay, stop sharing. You can tell me anything because I have no idea. Oh, and David made, you would call that apple puree, I think. Um, in Denmark, we have this. It's an apple dessert where you take the apples that you cook them until they start to fall apart. Really, then you put in some lemon juice and a bit of sugar. Let it cool down. Um, and then we put it in freezer bags and put it in the freezer. And then when we're making that cake, you're making a mix of oatmeal and some chopped up hazelnuts or almonds or whatever nut you like. Put it some sugar or whatnot. You can put it on a frying pan with some butter, or you can put it in the oven and then just have the sugar and whatnot, and then it'll roast. And then you make some whipped cream, and then you may have the apple puree and put on these roasted nuts and oatmeal, and then put on the whipped cream. I love it. You call it applesauce? Okay. Wow. It tastes good. Uh, Adi is not a Hannah Lynn fan, but I'm happy for those who love her to continue doing so. Yes, 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 yes. I mean, if you love it, I love it for you, right? Miriam, that sounds good. Yes. Ooh, maybe it would be kind of fun if that was one of the desserts for the retreat, right? I have to talk to them. Christopher, Adi, you're wearing your shady boot today. What shady boot? What shady boot? Sam, Adi, have never did one, so always wanted to try one. There are several companies today, I think, that has Hannah Lynn. Oh, wait, no. She has started her own diamond painting company, I think. Adi, why, yes. Yes, I am. Lily, yeah, what book, Artie? Huh? Christopher, I thought so. I'm lost. This has to be an intern joke. I'm lost. Please do explain yourselves. Explain yourselves. It's my life. I need to know what y'all are talking about. Okay? Okay. Oh, so yesterday I was making tea and I came out with this one. And David was like, "Oh, you have another one of those tumblers? How many do you have now?" I was like, "I just have these two." I mean, oh, this is actually kind of funny. So they are literally the same kind of tumbler, okay? I mean, same size, same everything, same lid, everything is the same, right? Except this one. I don't know, for some reason, this is not waterproof. This one I can put upside down with tea or water, whatever in it, but the Wahlburger one I can't. Isn't that interesting? Artemis laughing. Okay, he just saying I'm being a low key jackass. Well, Adi, just tell him what else is new. Christopher, it's kind of like if I said, "Oh, Mia, your favorite person, Donald Trump, is on TV right now. Wanna watch?" You know what, Christopher? Yes, because I want to hear all the silly, stupid, whatever things he's saying. That is but I know what you mean. That's kind of a joy of my day to see how he is making a fool out of himself. Linda, hey, hon, how are you? But yeah, okay. So you're being sarcastic. But oh God, that one, that one. I love people making fun of him. It is, Miriam. It's great for the memes afterwards. And he is, oh, yeah, well, Christopher didn't want to mention Voldemort, but it was a funny analogy. Just call him Bob. Samuel loves Donald Trump. Yes, I do. I actually do love Donald Trump because he is the best at making me laugh of all the idiotic things that he say. I mean, I'm impressed at how one person can be so dumb all on his own. That's kind of impressive to me. And everything he accused Joe Biden of, well, he's worse. I mean, he's sleeping constantly. The other day, when he had that meeting with Novo Nordic, and someone was talking, he was sleeping again. I'm like, maybe you need fewer meetings. Maybe we need a to do the 25th Amendment thing. You're too old. You're sick. You're yeah. Lily is sending Christopher an IG. Miriam. Oh, I missed that. That I'll have to find. Ugh. I am wondering if he has sleep apnea or something. Because he's literally falling asleep at all times. I mean, even when the Pope was having his funeral service, he was sleeping. When he was watching, I mean, no, he's literally sleeping everywhere. He's been sleeping in church. I'm kind of surprised that he haven't been falling asleep at his own inauguration. That's a tough word, by the way. I can't speak today. Inauguration, right? Maybe. But he's falling asleep all the time, and I'm like, dude, you're old. Can't we find someone younger? I know who I would like to run for president for the Democratic ones. That would be either Newsom or the mayor of Chicago, the little fat one. I can't remember his name. Something with P. Melissa, what's his name again? I can never remember his name, but he's cool. I love that dude. Have you seen? I mean, this is old news by now, but I love it whenever I'm seeing it. Um, that in LA, they have the tow trucks driving around, following the ICE cars. And whenever they're parking illegally, they just tow their cars. I've seen several reels of it. And then you have all the ICE guys running after their cars. I love it. But hey, sometimes I'm like, I don't need a whole lot to be entertained. I just need people to screw with Bob and his people. Yeah. Oh, and they can be arrested in Chicago now. I love that. Also, the women in the US are offering themselves, they're sacrificing themselves. All the single women, well, not all of them, but a lot of single women have sacrificed themselves and started dating some of these ICE people so that they can get pictures of them without their masks for later, when the pictures are needed. I love that. Yeah, that was interesting. Did Melissa leave me? Lily, maybe I should do that. Just kidding. I mean, it's a sacrifice. Oh, you're here, Melissa. What's the name of your mayor again? He's cool, and I would love for him to run for president. Him and Newsom. That would be amazing. Pritzker. That's right. Pritzker. That's one of those names that just won't stay stuck in my head. He's so funny. And he is so provoking Trump. So funny. So, so funny. Oh my God. Oh, I have a question. And no, it's got nothing to do with politics or Bob or anything. It was just something I read the other day. So, I know most of you are not Republicans, and thank God for that. But even if you are, you do you. And you. All these pro life people, if you know any, okay, how many of them have adopted kids or taking, foster kids in from the system? Because a lot of these, or will, by the way, because a lot of these kids that can't be, um, but whether mothers can have an abortion, a lot of those are going to end up in the system. So I'm like, if you're pro life, then you should be pro adopting, pro fostering. Because a lot of these, they just worry about the first 9 months in the mother's bellies, but they don't give a crap about the children when they're born, you know? So isn't that kind of double standardism? Am I too political today? Or too, I don't know, do I ask tough questions? I just started thinking of it because I read an article the other day about this young woman who wanted to have an abortion. And when she came to the clinic, there was this woman that she started talking to, and the young woman let herself be convinced to not have the abortion. So she had the baby, even though she wasn't ready, she wasn't capable of being a parent. Apparently, these two women had been in contact throughout the pregnancy. So when the baby was, I don't know, a few months old or something, it was removed. It was taken away from the home and was supposed to would go into the fostering system. So child services showed up at that lady's house with the baby, saying that the mom had requested specifically that she'd be the one to take care of the baby since she was the one saying that the baby had to be born. Uh, the lady wasn't impressed. She wasn't ready for that. So I'm like, well, if you're pro life, you better be pro fostering and pro adopting. Or is it just me? Or am I just too, I don't know what today? I have had I have had time to think about this, okay? I can't help it. Sometimes my mind just goes, ooh, let's talk about this. Or, hey, what do you think about that? Can't help it. But you ought to know that by now. Word questions and, yeah. That's me. Oh, it helped to get that thingy in my mouth. If you do not like honey, well, okay. A lot of people say you should have tea with honey in it, right? And that helps. Did you know that putting honey in your tea actually kills all the good stuff in the honey because you literally boil it? You kill it with the boiling water. So if you wanna, and you like honey, by the way, the best thing you can do if you have a sore throat is take a teaspoon of honey and just eat it. That is way better than putting it in your tea. Miriam, it's a good point. I hadn't connected the dots because it seemed less of an issue in the UK, but it does make sense, right? I mean, it isn't an issue here. We don't have issues with pro life. Well, some Christian groups are pro life. Of course they are. Um, but nobody, because you just again, you go to your doctor, schedule an abortion, and you go to the hospital. We don't have clinics that do them. So you can't tell if a woman is going to visit a friend in the hospital or if they're going to get an abortion. You can't tell that. So we don't have people outside our hospitals because how would they know? Okay, Artemis, see you soon. So maybe that's better. I don't know. But yeah. I think, no, I think. And David and I talked about it years and years and years ago, back when we were still, sure we would have kids. And then this mess decided that we weren't. And I was like, you know what? I don't think that I'd ever be capable of having an abortion. It wouldn't, I mean, if it happened, it happened. If I would get pregnant, that would be for a reason. And we were talking about, if it would be, for instance, a kid with Down syndrome. And even then, I wouldn't have an abortion because I've been working and growing up with kids with Down syndrome, and I love those people. I mean, they're amazing little people, and adults, by the way, too. Um, it would have to be a life-threatening, no quality of life issue before I would even consider it. I mean, it isn't an issue now because there ain't nothing in there that can keep a baby. And I'm too old now, by the way. I'm not even sure I could. Even then, um, I'm not even sure that even if we had tried, I would be able to have a baby back then, since that fallopian tube was missing. There was this thing missing that's supposed to be there. And yeah, but it is interesting. But I would never tell someone else what to do with their body. Never. I mean, getting an abortion is tough. It's playing tricks on your mind, on your body. It isn't just something people choose for the heck of it. Except a classmate's mom who used this as a birth control until the hospital said, yeah, no more, and she had a baby. my classmate was 16 when she had her baby sister. I think I told you that before. Yeah, imagine having a baby sister because the hospital denied your mother a abortion number. I don't even know how many. Yeah. 16-year age gap, Miriam. You know what? I have heard people being 18 and 20 and getting a sibling. I don't get it. Can you see that? Why is it that black tea does this all the time? Miriam, there's 12 between me and my brother, but we have two sisters in the middle. Sayam, there's 20 some between my oldest niece and her baby sister. That's crazy, right? I mean, I have heard about girls having a teenage pregnancy and then get getting their second child in, their 30s, having the first one at 15, 16, 17, and then number two when they're in their 30s. So that would make it 15 or something. Um, but yeah. Christopher, yeah, it's such a hard choice. Stats here are most women that do are married, have kids already, and can't raise any more children. And nowadays, with medical advances, women knowing their period dates. Yeah, yeah. But sometimes it's still, young women, young girls. If you aren't regular, I mean, I was always when I got on the pill like a gazillion years ago, I could I could look at my watch and be like, now, you know, almost at a certain time, I could tell you, okay, it's now. So crazy. Then I stopped them and it got a little haywire, and I was like, okay, when? So yeah, having those lady bits removed is the best thing for me anyway. Christopher, most abortions are early on and done by pill, not the invasive way it used to be when they were further along. I know that it wouldn't matter to some people, but when it's not even formed yet. Plus, is it 80% of all pregnancies end up in a natural abortion? I think it's 80 or maybe 75. It's crazy. Um, oh, Christopher, just use hugs to all you ladies. Always tough choices and body issues you deal with. Yeah. My hope is that our medical systems will start taking more care of, women's health instead of, keep looking at, okay, what worked for men, and that'll be how we treat women. That's my hope, that they'll, start researching more about women's health. I know it might be to expect too much, but yeah. Christopher, so if I can ask a personal question, don't have to answer. You seem like you wanted kids. Did you even consider adopting, or was it not possible? We did. We looked into it, and we couldn't adopt because I have a chronic illness and I'm overweight. So we weren't allowed to adopt. Back then I was crazy angry. I didn't get it. I was like, I mean, I could run in front of a bus tomorrow and die. And my chronic illness um, isn't deadly. And I mean, plenty of overweight people have kids, but I do understand it today. Um, because these kids have already had so much trauma. I mean, first, they're left by the parents. That's one trauma, right? Then they go um, to a group home where they might take them out to a foster parent, which meant they're kind of left again by the group home. They then go to a foster parent. If they are lucky, that foster parent is the one that gets to bring them to the new country if that's how it's going, or they get to stay there when adopting parents are coming to bring them up. But most times they will get they will be given to yet another person within the adoption bureau that will bring them to the country of their adopting parents. So look at all those traumas that has already happened to that little child. So the reason for all the adopting rules is to take care of the child. They don't want to give that child more traumas than it already has. And I get that today. Back then, I was angry. I was frustrated. Um, I didn't understand why I was being punished for one, not being able to have a kid, and two, having a chronic illness. I didn't understand why I was being punished for that. And by the way, you can always ask me questions. I'm kind of almost an open book. um, Miriam, I think women's health care in the UK is awful. Usually, you're paying, especially if the period related is dismissed. It is. That's not just in the UK. It's worldwide. Christopher, a lot of restrictions, I guess. Sorry about that. And I get it, Christopher. It's for the sake of the kids. Miriam sounds quite strict, though. In that sense, that is quite protective for the kids, which is good. It is. They're protecting the kids. Right now, for instance, we have had a bunch of instances with kids from Korea and India and stuff where it turned out that these kids were stolen from their parents, or they were sold to adoption bureaus by their parents or something like that, and then adopted to, for instance, adopting parents in Denmark, and that have then some of these adopted kids have tried to find their biological family, only to find out that they were stolen or whatever. Um, the parents had been paid some lousy amount of money um, for their kids to be adopted, which again was almost stealing them. um, so at the moment, and as for the past few years, you cannot adopt from other countries in Denmark. We can, and there isn't that many, but we can adopt Danish babies that has been removed from homes, and it is rough on the ones that was waiting for babies. Um, but to protect the kids, I think it's a good idea. There. Eve, I think it's discriminatory to not allow people to adopt based on their weight. I agree. I agree. Um, but Then, on the other hand, if you're very obese, there is a chance that you can die. And then we have it again taking care of the child. So, Miriam, I heard that happened to a famous marathon runner, if I'm remembering right, but I can't remember his name. It happened to a lot of people. It really, really does. So, yeah, instead of just saying, okay, you can't adopt from Asia at the moment, they decided, okay, let's take let's stop the adoptions, and then we will take a good look at the system, make sure that it doesn't happen in other countries. Which, I mean, again, well, they're looking out for the families, they're looking out for the kids. Because it is a trauma for those adult children to find out that they were stolen, right? When they have been told their entire life that they had been left, which this isn't at any fault of the adoptive parents because they didn't know. But imagine being told and having your paper file from the home where they got you, saying that you were abandoned in front of a hospital or blah, blah, blah at the age of 5 months, and then find out that you were actually stolen from your parents uh, at the hospital. And I'm like, what? Yeah. Miriam, yeah, I remember watching the documentary on the runner, and he was absolutely devastated. It seemed so painful. Of course it is. I mean, I can't even imagine. They lost out on their biological family. I mean, yes, most of them have had amazing lives with their adoptive parents, but yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one. But yeah. And fostering in Denmark is also tough. Um, so we've always said, you know what? We're just borrowing friends and families' kids. And the good thing about that is then when we've spoiled them and they're annoying, we can just bring them home and say, hey, here's your kid. And we have had opportunities that we might wouldn't have had if we've gotten kids. And yeah, it's kind of a, okay, this is what we did instead. Um, but yeah, Dawn is saying, bye, friends. I'll see you next week. Love you. Love you too, Dawn. And say hi to your mother in law for me. Maybe we'll see you later in Anthony's live. Miriam, I'm relying on my siblings to have kids so I can do that. It's amazing. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, um, I have friends where they're like my sisters and their kiddos are my nieces. And I remember sometimes they'd be, staying in our house entire Easters or um, winter breaks. One of the gals, they would, come and she would call us and say, so what are you doing this Easter? And I'm like, well, not a whole lot. So can I come? It's like, sure. When do you want to come? Well, my Easter break starts Friday. So can I come Saturday? I'm like, sure, absolutely. How long are you staying? Until the break is over. Gotcha. My angel. Hey, hon. Love you too. How are you doing, sweetie? I know you've been. you've been suffering with your mental health. So no worries, no worries. People are saying hi to Angel. Angel, hey, Foxy Lady and Sam. Take care, Don. But yeah, that's, I don't know. I wonder if I can. Okay. Well, no worries. So yeah, yeah, I'm gonna be in your live, Angel, and then moving straight over to Anthony for his second part of his tea stash. We'll see. I just need to eat a lot of uh, these menthol candies. So my voice will hopefully not get out and everybody's saying hi to Angel. So yeah, that's Nut is saying hi. Miriam, Sam, Eve, Melissa, everybody's saying hi. Angel, yeah, I won't be long on live as Anthony's on. Oh, no worry, he won't go live until an hour after your start. So no worries, no worries. And if you want to stay on, please do. Please do. Angel, you've been poorly? No, I just have a weird voice. Um, I woke up and I was like, I can talk now. I couldn't earlier. I was like, excuse me, I don't have time for this. I don't have any cold or anything. I'm fine, no fever. It's just my voice that decided, let's try to give David some peace and quiet. And it didn't work. You know, I can whisper very loud. Okay. And then I have fun speaking. It's even more fun when I try to sing because there are certain notes that when I try them, my voice just disappears. And nothing comes out. That's the same when I'm talking. If I reach a certain note or something, my voice just disappears. It's kind of funny. So while I was cooking, I was hearing music, and I was trying to sing along to the music, even though half the time nothing was coming out of my mouth. Ooh, you're cross stitching. I've seen pictures. It looks good. So yeah, that's interesting. Mm. Yeah, I'm gonna try the diamond paint on your live, Angel. So I hopefully can get somewhere with this one. Because when Anthony goes live, I won't have any time for for diamond painting. Because Anthony is poor. He's sick. So I will do most of the talking, I think. It'll be a fun live. Me with the squeaky voice and Anthony feeling sick. Hello, Sir Christopher. Yeah, that's going to be a fun live. Oh, dear. Yeah, I hope he feels better. He was going to do some hot soup and some medicine. And I'm doing hot tea and these candy thingies. Which, again, like I said earlier, I'm putting these in my Earl Grey tea. That works. The very first time I did that, I can't even remember why I did it. It was kind of a wonder. I have a lot of those ideas. Okay. Not all of them are successful, but I have a lot of those ideas. So I was wondering, I wonder what would happen if I have Earl Grey and then I stuff a bunch of these in it. So I did. And I thought that my muck was cracking because these things, when they hit the boiling water, they crack. And I literally thought it was my muck that was being destroyed. I was like, so I took I was like, where? What happened? And then I was like putting one more in, and I noticed, oh, it happens when I put in the candy. So, yeah, but it sounds like it's the muck. It's like it's really loud, even if it's submerged in water. I was like, huh. But yeah, it's fun and it tastes good. But for the love of God, don't put it in any other teas than Earl Grey, and especially not strawberry tea. No, that was an idea that didn't work. That one didn't work. I had half a sip of that and I threw it out. And I was like, yeah, it works with Earl Grey. Let's not try anything else. Just no more experimenting. Just stick to what works. Sometimes you just have to do that. Stick to what works. I'm actually glad that I started out with the Earl Grey. Imagine if I had started out with strawberry tea, and I don't think that I would have ever tried any other tea. I would have just been like, ugh, you know? No, 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 no. Hmm. We're going to have to find some recipes that we can make, easy recipes. Doretta, hi, honey, how are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Um, we're trying to find some recipes that are easy to make so we can kind of food prep for the week. So apparently to make sure that I get something to eat. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah. People are saying hi to Doretta. Yeah, we will all be joining Angel in about 20 minutes. And then when Angel's done, we will all be joining Anthony and me over at Anthony's channel for the second part of his D-Stash. Yippity yep, yep. That's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Hopefully. I don't know how many people are scared away Friday with being me. I know I'm not everybody's kind of tea. Doretta, I made it to your live where the grandkids finally went home. Why finally? Grandbabies are the best. Well, I don't know. I don't have grandbabies. I have nieces. A bunch of nieces and two nephews and two godchildren boys. But I have mostly nieces. And Sam is laughing. Yeah, I was kind of like, hopefully I didn't scare people away. My personality is kind of different from Anthony's because I'm not capable of finding that filter between my brain and my mouth. Sometimes I'm like the filter is broken off, so I don't stuck myself in time. Oh dear. But yeah, I did get new subscribers from that live. That's good. Not a bunch, not a bunch. But hey, I'm getting close to 150, 650 now. So keep, put my name out there. Share my channel with friends and whomever you think might enjoy the mess that is me, okay? I would love to get to 700. That would kind of be a dream of mine to get to 700. Did you notice that Leanne has more than 900 subscribers now? I'm so proud of her. Oh, Sam, you and Anthony are different, but we all love you both. Thank you, hon. I love you too. Yeah. Yeah. Here's my baby brother, and siblings are very different. It's like I said, he's my brother from another mother. Loretta, parents these days allow things I didn't as a parent, which makes things difficult as time. You know what, Loretta? Your house, your rules, okay? They can do what their parent says at home, but in your house, your rules apply. That's how it is, No matter what they say, yeah, your house, your rules. And they learn very fast. Rosa knows precisely what she can do out here. Sometimes she can do things here that she can't at home, but other times she can't do stuff here that she can at home. And she knows it very well. Loretta, yes, but I had to repeat myself so many times. Eventually, you just say, okay, kiddos, this is the rule. I will not repeat myself. And if you cannot understand it, you will sit on that stool or that couch without anything to do. You can get a book or whatever. You're not watching TV. You're not on your tablet. You're not on your phone. But this is the rule and this is the consequences. Sam, yep, my 20-year-old still follows my rules when she comes over, or she can go home. Precisely. Loretta, meals were a challenge, but they will or won't eat. Hopefully, you told them to eat what's on the table. One thing is, allergies or digestive issues. But other than that, eat what's on the table, and nobody dies if they don't get a full meal. I mean, and don't make a big deal out of it, and they will eat whatever they feel like. I mean, so yeah. I will, of course, when Rosa is here, I will um, do my best to cook something that I know she'll like. Um, I won't make it too spicy or anything, but on the other hand, I'm like, I need to like it too, you know? And I know that if I would cook her favorites, it would be pasta and sausages or something like that. And I don't want to eat that all the time. So I might say, okay, I make something with pasta in it. But then you have to eat whatever else I'm cooking, And if you don't like, I don't know, let's say I put in onions. I know she likes onions, but let's just say I put onions in the dish and she doesn't like onions because they're bigger chunks. She can remove them. We're not going to make a huge deal out of it. but she's eating what I'm serving, or she's eating the pasta. She won't die because of one meal. I mean, and if she's hungry later, I can give her a piece of bread. See, maybe it's a good thing we didn't have kids. I would be one of those no bullshit parents. Yeah. We would probably be one of those homes where the kids would come home and say, Mom, there are so many rules over there. I'm not sure I want to go there again. Or they would come home saying, you know what? We knew exactly what we were allowed to do. That was nice. Have you ever heard a kid say that? No, no. But kids thrive with what they can do and what they can't do. When they know that. Um, we have never had issues with kids being on vacation or anything with us. They we were telling them, okay, this is how it works, and there you go. They turned off their computers when we told them to. They were out and about with us, stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe it's because it wasn't home. Sometimes it's funny to be somewhere else and easier. Carrie, hi, hon. You just woke up. You've been sleeping in today. You have a vacation. That's why you're not going to work this week. Oh, I'm happy you slept in. Then you're ready to get up early on Saturday. How are you doing, hon? Sam, my sister would say I was a helicopter mom, but she let her kids run all over. My kid graduated. Hers all had babies in their teen years. Ooh, wow. Doretta, I was one of those parents. You eat what I cook and follow my rules when you can't, you need your own place. But these are the grands. Still. Yes, you're on holiday, Carrie. How am I? I'm good, except for the voice thing. Yeah. Yeah, I love having other people's kids over, spoil them rotten, and then send them home. When they're too noisy or whatever, I'll just say, there you go, your baby's home. So, yeah. Um, I wanted to say something, but it got lost in translation. Uh, I forgot what I wanted to say. That's bad. I can't remember. I wanted to say something and it got lost somewhere between here and there. I mean, there isn't that far, right? One would think that it should be possible to keep the thought from up here to down here. Yeah. So, do you have any plans for your holiday, Carrie? Or are you just staying home diamond painting 24/7? I don't think I've ever done that. Just been diamond painting an entire day. No, I don't think I have. Mm. It might take me a few days to put in um, the next chapter of Little Women because this voice might not be the best to read. because you never know what sounds won't make it. Carrie will be stay at home, but lots to do around the house. Yay. And I'm guessing spring has arrived, so you have garden stuff to do as well. I'm guessing. I am guessing. So yeah. Um yeah. So Angel is going live in 10 minutes. So I will end it here. But before, please do hit that thumbs up button. It helps the channel and it makes me happy. Either do it now or on your way out. Thank you. But yeah, I'm so sorry. Um, Carrie, it's certainly spring. Hot one minute and then cold the next. It's spring for you. Um, so anyway, I'm gonna go so that I can make some more tea, and I will meet all of you over at Angels in about 10 minutes. And if you can make it to Angels, hopefully I will see you all over at Anthony's in an hour. So yeah, take care, everybody. Thank you for being here, and I hope I will see you all for my 8-hour live this coming Friday. It would be a heck of a lot of fun as always, and I will put it up ASAP. So yeah, it's fine, Matt. It's fine, Matt. Don't worry. And yeah, see you then, and I love you all. Bye.